to maximize profits, but the triple bottom line gives us a different perspective. The triple bottom line believes that companies should focus on social and environmental concerns as well. And there are actually 3 key elements in the triple bottom line: people, profit, and planet. Profit talks about generating revenue and cutting down on costs. People talks about being socially responsible. It can be through protecting worker rights or doing charity work. Lastly, planet means taking care of the environment and making sure that we're not abusing all of our resources. The triple bottom line emphasizes that profits should never be at the expense of social and environmental factors.
Never feel comfortable. You should be happy and dissatisfied. Anybody ever tell you, hey, look, you know what? Just be satisfied with what you got. Don't believe them. Get them away from you.
That's good.
You should never be satisfied with what you got. Because the attempt to get more makes you into something better. All the time.
The difference between love and lust is love's about giving and lust is about taking. And when my focus and my intent is to get instead of give, we're gonna break. I put it down this way: giving gives you the biggest gain in our relationships. If we want them to be healthy, if we want to stand a test of time, it all begins by us taking on the right perspective of love. That I'm not going to feel my way into this thing. I'm going to make a decision. You can't satisfy me. You can't fulfill me. That's God's job. And because God has filled me up, now I'm able to sow into this relationship. And let me just tell you, my love is not a feeling, it's a fact. It's based on 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I have decided in my heart that my love will be patient. My love will be kind. My love will not envy. It will not boast. My love keeps no record of wrongs. My love does not delight in evil, but my love rejoices with the truth.
Gusto mo bang yumaman bago ka mag 30 years old? 4 things that you need to do. Number 1, learn while they party. Habang yung mga kaibigan mo nagpa-party, ikaw naman po ay nag-aaral para ikaw ay maging matagumpay. Number 2, work while they sleep. Habang sila natutulog, ikaw naman ay nagtatrabaho, naghahanap ka ng pagkakakitaan. Number 3, save while they spend. Habang sila ay gumagastos, ikaw naman ay nag-iipon. Number 4, invest while they dream. Okay, ikaw naman ay matututo ka mag-invest. Mag-invest ka sa sarili mo, mag-invest ka sa mga financial instrument para pagdating ng panahon, gaganda ang buhay.
Let me introduce you to the stress bucket. The bucket is you and the water is the stress that you face every day. Sometimes that stress might just be a little trickle, but other times it comes thick and fast. Now, everyone only has so much capacity, so at some point the thing is going to overflow and you are going to be overwhelmed. But what if I told you that every time you exercise, it's like doing this? When you make time to see friends, it's like doing this. When you make time to rest, and meditation, and relaxation. So even if the stress keeps coming, as long as you have enough small self-care habits, the bucket will never overflow and you'll never have to get overwhelmed.
Facebook wasn't the first thing I built. I also built chat systems and games, study tools and music players, and I'm not alone. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before she finally wrote and published Harry Potter. Even Beyonce had to make hundreds of songs to get Halo. The greatest successes come from having the freedom to fail.
And often I think people ask, what mistakes should you avoid making? And my answer to that question is don't even bother trying to avoid mistakes because you're going to make tons of mistakes, right? And the important thing is actually learning quickly from whatever mistakes you make and not giving up, right? And I mean, there are things every single year of Facebook's existence that could have killed us or made it so that it just seemed like moving forward and making a lot of progress just seemed intractable. But you just kind of bounce back and you learn, and nothing is impossible. You just have to kind of keep running through the wall.
Buy this car, you'll get girls. Buy this bra, you'll get guys. And we're seeing it so much that we start believing these lies, but the truth is, the makeup they're selling to make you feel prettier is the same makeup you buy to stop feeling shittier about this lie they keep telling you that you are not enough. And what about the movies we watch, all the shows on TV? The more I watch, the more I see I need you to complete me. And yes, love is the answer, love is the key, but if you can't love yourself, how could you ever love me? And loving yourself, what does that even mean? Like massages and selfies and that sort of thing? Because the more I think about it, the more it feels weird. I've always been taught that self-love was something to be feared. I've been taught that arrogance is bad and vanity, it's not good. And even my bracelets are telling me to act how Jesus would. So what should I do?
Don't buy the nicest house in the neighborhood. Instead, buy the ugliest one in a nice neighborhood. Because you'll be able to buy it at a discount. Once you fix up the property, you get to capture all the equity. Your once ugly house now worth as much as the nicest one on the block. Remember to think like an investor, not a homeowner, if you want to get rich.
All you have is money, you're the poorest person in the world. Because there's more to life than money. And there's way more to life than what money can buy. And therefore I many times say, if you want to truly know how rich you are, drop a tear and see how many hands come forth to wipe that tear. Our happiness and our increased standard of life is not in things, it's in people. It's relationships. It's meaningful, heartfelt, deep bondings of love that bring fulfillment to the heart.
Here's the thing you have to do. You have to jump. There is no way around it. You have to jump. Every successful person has jumped. You got to jump. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now here's the problem. When you jump, I can assure you one thing. I promise you this. Your parachute will not open right away. That's the fear bar. But eventually, the parachute will open and you'll be sold. But here's the other caveat. Let me teach you this right here. If you do not jump, I promise you one thing. Your parachute will never open. So you're safe, but you'll never sold.
Yung alam mong masama, ayaw mo, nagagawa mo. Pero yung gusto mo na mabuti, yun ang di mo magawa. Nakita ko na yan sa simpleng issue ng pagkain. Gusto mo na magpigil dahil mataba ka na. Pero kain ka pa rin ng kain. Last na to, last na to, last na to. Puro last na hanggang naubos na lahat. Pagkain pa lang yan, wala pa yung ibang mga kasalanan. Yung iba nga mag-boyfriend, ayoko na to, ayoko na magkasala, ayoko na. Kita naman kayo ng kita. Di ba? Meet kayo ng meet. Tapos, punta kayo ng punta sa lugar na hindi dapat. Punta kayo, tago kayo ng tago sa kotse. Tapos sabihin nyo, ayoko na, ayoko na. Kaya ng kasalanan natin, yung ayaw natin, ginagawa natin. Tama, mali. Hindi nagsisinungaling Bible eh. Look at this. But if I'm doing the very thing that I do not want, I'm no longer the one doing it, but sin which dwells in me. Para tayong mga patay. Yung wala tayong desisyon. Kaya sabi ng Bible, look at this. When you were dead in your transgressions, look at the word. Dead in your transgression. Pag sinabi mo patay, wala kang desisyon. Kaya iba, nagkataka ako, ba't kayo takot sa patay? Iba takot sa patay. Wala na magagawa yun. Paano kung bumangon? Hindi patay yun, buhay yun, bumangon eh. Diba? Ang patay, wala nang choice. Hatakin mo yan, wala magagawa yan. Meron ka naman nakitang hinatak na patay. Aray. Wala namang ganun eh. Pag patay, gaganon na susunod lang yan. Walang desisyon yan. Yun ang eksakto. We are dead in our transgression. Di tayo makahindi. Anong ginawa ng Diyos? He made you alive together with Him, having forgiven us. Look at the words. All. Some. All. Few. No, all. Our transgressions. Ilang kasalanan ang pinatawad niya sa'yo? Lahat. Naihingi mo ng tawad lahat? Hindi. Nainista mo lahat? Hindi. But God has forgiven all. Nagkakaintindihan? Minsan kasi ganun tayo eh. Kailangan humingi ka mo ng tawad ng lahat bago kita patawarin. Excuse me. Kahit sa Diyos, hindi mo nahingi lahat ng kasalanan mo. Sino sa inyo nakahingi ng lahat ng kapatawaran sa Diyos? Ni hindi mo na nga maalala lahat ng ginawa mong kasalanan eh. Ni hindi mo nga naisip na kasalanan pa lang matulog sa service. Ay, hindi, sorry. joke. Diba? Minsan nga akala mo hindi kasalanan pala eh. Ni hindi mo nga nahingi ng tawad lahat eh. But Jesus Christ forgave us all. Now listen to this. Having canceled out the certificate of debt consisting of decrees against us. Balikan natin. Bakit tayo patay?
6 life lessons that I wish that I learned earlier in life. All lies, even white lies, should be avoided. Talking about emotions is a strength, it's not a weakness. It's much better for your career to lift other people up than trying to climb on top of them. Sarcasm is not cool, it's stupid. Showing appreciation is a superpower, and being kind will give you a much better life than trying to be cool ever will.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
1 week improving myself every day for 50 days. When I hear my alarm clock, I want to sleep, but I get up because with every dream comes layers of discomfort. So why are you so damn comfortable swiping on your phone right now? You want to tell me you have no dreams? No, get up, do the uncomfortable, whether it's going to bed or going for a run, take one step closer to your dream, and we're never giving up.
Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.